Welcome to Dr. John Andrew Morrow's Polymath Podcast, where we educate, enlighten, and inspire, and where the truth will set you free. Today's topic: the status of women in the Sunnah, a bouquet of thorns. Does Islam emancipate women? Does Islam liberate women? Does Islam empower women? I'll leave it up to you to judge and to decide. According to the Hadith literature, and I am quoting here, women are evil, women are wicked, women are temptresses, women are seductresses, women are sexually insatiable, women are unfaithful, women are corrupt, women are corrupters, women are crooked by nature, created from a bent rib. If you try to straighten them out, you will break them. Women are worldly. Women who leave their homes without the permission of their husbands are adulteresses. Women who wear perfume in public are adulteresses. Women who adorn themselves in public are adulteresses. Women who do not observe sexual segregation are adulteresses. Women who do not wear hijab are hypocrites who will burn in hell. Women are vaginas. Women consist of 10 private parts. Since women are vaginas, they should be feared, and their bodies locked up in their homes. The ambition of women is to find men for sex. Women are sex toys. Women are for rent and for hire. The best women are horny ones. Women are like sex dolls, and women are playthings to be sodomized. And it continues. The worst women are those who resist sex like recalcitrant animals. A woman is like a donkey or a black dog. She breaks the prayers of men if she passes in front of them. Even if a woman licks the pus from her husband's sores, she has not fulfilled her dues. An old mat is better than a barren woman. Women are inferior to men. Women are defective in intellect and religion. There is no piety in women. The evidence of 2 women equals that of 1 man. God made women stupid. Menstruation and pregnancy are punishments to prevent them from fornicating and committing adultery constantly. Women should be made to go hungry. Women should be deprived of sufficient clothing to prevent them from leaving their homes. Since God left women backward, they must be left backward. And if women knew the rights that their husbands had upon them, they would wipe the dust from their husbands' feet with their faces. And not only that, women should not be consulted. Anyone who follows a woman will go astray. Men should not obey women. Husbands should do the opposite of what their wives say. No nation will succeed if they select a woman as their leader. People who entrust themselves to women will never be saved. It is a disgrace to obey women. Men who obey women will be ruined. Prosperity lies in opposing women. Whoever obeys his wife, God will cast them into hell face first. Were it not for women, God would have been truly worshipped. Were it not for Eve, no woman would have cheated on her husband. Women are like sheep. Women are bad omens. Women are devils. Women are the snares of Satan. Women are the soldiers of Iblis. 99% of women are destined to hellfire. And were it not for women, all men would go to paradise. And not only that, women are slaves of their spouses. Husbands should hang their whips where their wives can see them. Women can be beaten by their husbands for just causes. If a woman refuses to have sexual intercourse with her husband, he can lock her in a room, tie her to a bed, beat her, and take her by force. Women who do not satisfy their husbands sexually will burn in hell. Women should prostrate themselves before their husbands. Women are only properly covered when they are dead and buried. And the majority of the inhabitants of hell are women. And the list of these traditions, attributed to the Prophet and parroted by the companions and the Imams, goes on and on and on. As Ismail Qurban Hussain Poonawala, an Indian professor of Arabic, points out, these traditions have grave theological, moral, and social consequences as they contribute to the denigration of the moral status of women. Some of the women-hating traditions in question, found in Sunni and Shiite books of Ahadith, are categorized as weak, others as good, and yet others are viewed as authentic, genuine, and agreed upon. If even one of them is historically accurate, then the whole house of cards upon which Islam is built crumbles to the ground. No man of God, prophet of God, messenger of God, and decent human being would slander women in the collective in such a hateful fashion. They place all women in the same category, denying them their individuality and agency. They promote sexist, women-hating stereotypes and prejudices. Where can one find these and many other misogynistic traditions? Well, let me give you a list. Al-Bukhari, Muslim, An-Nasa'i, Abu Dawood, At-Tirmidhi, Ibn Majah, Malik, Ash-Shafi'i, As-Sana'ani, Ibn Abi Shayba, Ibn Rahway, Al-Bazar, Abdul Razaq, Abu Ya'ala, At-Tabari, Ibn Khuzaymah, Ibn Hibban, At-Tabarani, Al-Daraqutni, Al-Nishapuri, Al-Bayhaqi, Al-Darimi, Al-Hakim, Al-Dailami, Al-Mundiri, Al-Nawawi, Khatib Al-Tabrizi, Al-Dhahabi, Al-Haythami, Ibn Hajar Al-Asqalani, Al-Suyuti, Al-Khatabi, Abu Bakr ibn Al-Arabi, Ibn Hubayra, Ibn Al-Jawzi, Ibn Daqiq, Ibn Raja, Al-Aini, Ibn Raslan, Al-Qari, Al-Sindi, Al-Munawi, Al-Albani, Al-Hindi, Al-Mubarakpuri, Al-Jirahi, Al-Yamani, Al-Sakhawi, Al-Shaybani, Al-Jurjani, Al-Ghazali, Ibn Qayyim Al-Jawziyah, Al-Nu'am, Al-Safar, Al-Qummi, Al-Barqi, Al-Radi, Al-Kulaini, Al-Saduq, Al-Tusi, Al-Harrani, Al-Kashani, Al-Amali, Al-Tabarsi, and Al-Majlisti, among others. Among many others. These traditions form the foundation of Sharia law pertaining to women. They form the philosophical foundation of Islamic jurisprudence regarding women. And yes, some Hadith scholars have classified some of them as da'if, others as hasan, and others as sahih, but all of these traditions have been used to issue rulings regarding women. And all the despicable woman-hating sayings attributed to the Prophet Muhammad and the Imams are alive and well today. They are repeated verbatim by Islamists and conservative Muslims all the time. Although some Muslims construct their own fantasy Islam that is empowering to women by being highly selective, lacking knowledge, or willful ignorance, the Islamic tradition, as it has been transmitted over the past millennium and a half, is not one that is remotely woman-friendly. While some minority currents in Islam might be more woman-loving, the main body of the tradition has always been woman-hating. That is not to say that God is sexist or that the Quran, the Prophet, and the Imams were misogynist. What it does say is that most Muslim scholars throughout the ages have been and are sexists and misogynists.